The rain poured heavily that night when Clara returned to her grandmother's house, an old, weathered place whose walls seemed to whisper secrets with every creak. Clara was only 27, yet her tired eyes carried the weight of someone who had lived far longer. After her grandmother's sudden death, it fell to her to sort through the belongings and decide the fate of the house that had stood for generations. The place had always given her chills. The floorboards groaned beneath her steps, the air thick with the scent of mold and memories. Yet there was something about that house that felt alive. As she sifted through the cabinets, her hand brushed against a small wooden box, sealed shut with a rusted padlock. The key, oddly enough, was hidden inside a false drawer, as if someone had gone to great lengths to keep its contents secret. When she finally unlocked it, Clara uncovered something she hadn't expected, an old diary wrapped in worn leather. The diary had no name on the cover, only a single handwritten line: "Some loves can kill." Clara felt her heartbeat quicken. Something deep inside told her to put the book down, to leave it closed. But curiosity had a stronger pull. When she opened the first page, the handwriting spilled out with raw pain and burning passion. The more Clara read, the more uneasy she became. The names, the places, even the smallest details, all of it felt far too familiar, as if this diary wasn't just a record of the past, but a piece of her own family's story. Something inside her whispered that these pages held a secret powerful enough to change everything she thought she knew about her family and about herself. Clara spent hours that night turning page after page. The writing spoke of secret meetings, stolen kisses, and promises whispered in the dark. "I can't live without you anymore, even if it costs me my soul," one passage read. The diary spoke of a married man, a respected figure in town, who was caught in a burning affair with a mysterious woman. The details were far too intimate: letters hidden in the garden, secret meetings by the river, the constant fear of being discovered. Clara felt as though she were trespassing into a forbidden secret, a sin buried for decades. The descriptions grew more intense with every line. "If anyone finds out, it won't just be my name at stake. It will be all of our lives." Those words echoed in Clara's mind, sending a chill down her spine. Who was this man? And who was the woman daring enough to defy the rules of that time? Clara shut the diary for a moment, taking a deep breath. A strange mix of heat and chills rushed across her skin. There was something else, as if that forbidden passion was still lingering in the air. The clock struck 3 in the morning. A sudden gust of wind blew one of the windows open, scattering the diary's pages across the floor. As Clara bent down to gather them, she noticed something disturbing. And then, on the last page she flipped through before collapsing from exhaustion, Clara read a line that made her blood run cold. "If this diary is ever found, let whoever reads it know. Betrayal never stays buried." Clara didn't know it yet, but those words weren't just old memories. They were a warning. The morning sun slipped through the cracks of the old house as Clara returned to the diary. The final pages were stained, perhaps by tears, perhaps by time. "If anyone ever reads these words, they will know that my greatest sin was also my greatest love. I loved him in silence, even knowing he already had a family. But from that love came something I could never erase: a child." Clara felt the air leave her lungs. Every word burned into her mind like fire. The next pages revealed the man's name: Augusto. The very same man everyone in town had always known as one of its most respected figures. But the greatest shock came with the final confession. "The child everyone believes was born of my marriage is actually his. No one can ever know, or our bloodline will forever be stained with shame." Clara let the diary slip from her hands. The pieces began to fall into place inside her mind. It meant that her father, the man she had always believed to be the pillar of the family, was the product of a forbidden love, hidden away for decades. Her heart pounded. Her grandmother had carried that secret to the grave, burying the truth beneath layers of silence. And now, by opening the diary, Clara had ripped away the veil of lies that had held her own story together. She looked around the house, feeling as if every wall whispered the weight of that betrayal. For the first time, she understood what the phrase on the cover truly meant: "Some loves can kill." Because that love hadn't just destroyed 2 lives, it had shaped an entire family, a bloodline built on secrets and shadows. Clara closed the diary with trembling hands. She knew she would never look at her parents the same way again. She knew the shadow of that forbidden love was now a part of her. And in that heavy silence, she realized some truths don't set you free, they imprison you.